that they announced their arrival went down in B's folklore. A win over Arsenal that spoke of odds-defying potential, the very first step on a successful journey of top-flight consolidation. But now, that ambition is blossoming. Hopes high, the best finish since the 1930s. Even Europe is being mentioned in reverential whisper. Matt, what do you think the Bees' ceiling is?
Yes, welcome to change. Arsenal.
In some ways, it's hard to think that it was only 5 years ago. Brentford, raw and wide-eyed, embarking on their maiden Premier League campaign after a 7-decade hiatus from the tops.
If you asked me at the start of this season, I would have said survival would have been a key objective and a great achievement for Keith Andrews, given the summer, given the players that left. But how this club has pulled together in that period from then till now has actually been remarkable. One of the stories of the Premier League, to be honest, to be sitting where they are, chasing the likes of Liverpool, having that in their sights.
Is the side that Keith Andrews has named as they try to end that run. Ravine Kelleher is one of two players in this team who've started every Premier League game this season. And the other is Michael Coyote, who's the only man to feature in every match for Brentford in League and Cup. The one change to the team that won at Newcastle comes in midfield. Yehor Yarmolyuk replacing Jordan Henderson, whose minutes are being managed. Dongo Ouattara has netted the winner in each of the Bees' last 2 matches, whilst Igor Thiago has scored 9 in his last 10 games here. Reece Nelson, who's on loan from Arsenal, is ineligible, so teenage midfielder Luca Bent is added to the bench. 4 changes tonight for Mikel Arteta. He hasn't made more in the Premier League at any stage this season. David Raya spent 4 years as Brentford's first choice keeper. But there's a reshuffle back 4 in front of him. William Saliba is ill, so Christian Mosquera returns. Piero Hincapié is preferred to Ricardo Calafiori at left back. Kai Havertz is out with a muscle injury, and that prompts the first Premier League start in 9 weeks for Eberechi Eze. Victor Gyökeres goals off the bench at the weekend earn him a start, and Leandro Trossard is fit despite injury concerns. There is some good injury news as far as Arsenal are concerned, though, with both Bukayo Saka and Martin Ødegaard returning to the bench.
Just amazing with this group of players, and what a brilliant job Keith Andrews has done.
A third of the season to go, and as the relentless itinerary rapidly chisels away at the shape of the title race, Arsenal like the look of what is beginning to form. The long way for glory serves to heighten the anticipation of what could transpire. Their faith in their own hands. But they've been here before, with bitter experience leaving the Gunners under no misapprehension as to what it will take to get the job done. They have just 2 away games left against top-half opposition, and this is the first, a London derby against a club enjoying the ride of their lives, firmly embroiled in their own mouth-watering challenge. Brentford haven't won a London derby here since September 2024, and this is... Brentford are yet to win 3 games in a row under Keith Andrews, but that's the target tonight after impressive victories at Villa. And that milestone with the club, he'd be by far the quickest. John Brooks has officiated Arsenal 3 times over the last year, and they've won them all. His VAR today is Stuart Atwell. Well, they may have been beaten on Brentford's Premier League curtain raiser, but Arsenal haven't been stung by the bees since. The Gunners have won on all 4 subsequent visits to the ever engineered. Victory takes them 6 points clear with 12 games to go. Anything less will bring a subtle shift of momentum. It's a fascinating encounter in prospect tonight. It would have been anyway, but the fact that Arsenal have had to reshuffle things at the back makes it even more so.
Yeah, it does put a slightly different tint on the game, doesn't it? I mean, that partnership, 2 centre-backs for Arsenal is just rock solid, isn't it? In an attacking sense and a defensive sense. I mean, they bring so much to the team. They've got to do without that this evening against the centre-forward who's in absolute red-hot form, certainly here at the GTEC.
It is the first time that this Arsenal back four have ever started a game together. William Saliba has pulled out relatively late through illness, means that there might potentially be just a little bit of uncertainty about it. This is Rico Henry for Brentford. Sepp Vandenberg behind him has had a fine season.
It's a big night for Declan Rice as well. Jim Worth talking about all of this. I saw him against Sunderland at home on Saturday, and right at the end he was finger pointing, getting hold of people, making sure the standards were high right to the end of the game. And it's players like him and Gabriel that have really got to keep this Arsenal team together, certainly vocally on the pitch.
Rice is in there calmly, just putting his foot in to steer the ball away from Lewis Potter, who started on the left with Ouattara on the right. That was how they started at Newcastle before the change around that changed their fortunes. Interesting to see at what stage and how frequently they switch those two wingers tonight. Would you have played them that way round or the other way round?
Well, I like Ouattara sometimes on the left, certainly with Mosquera starting in terms of centre-back position, because I like the fact that Ouattara will cross that ball on the run with his left foot, and Thiago's movement in the box is so good.
Well, we wanted something just to underline that even the peerless suffer from nerves in the midst of a title race. There it is.
I've seen him make one misplaced pass this season at Bournemouth, which cost Arsenal dear. That one is only given a corner away, but let's see how Arsenal cope with this set piece.
So much movement within the 6-yard box, players ending up in the net. And John Brooks is going to have to come across and try and calm this down.
The key is just doing enough so you don't give a foul away. Arsenal are brilliant at it. They just pushed that boundary to contacting the goalkeeper without fouling.